Hey, the cavalry's here. Sergeant Pearl to the rescue. Yeah. Any survivors? Hey, yo. Nikki. Dylan.
Yeah, probably. Probably both in snooze land, which is exactly where I would be if I hadn't promised the little one, Kelly, that I... Oh, this is just adorable. Hide and seek at what? 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm supposed to find out where you two little Boy Scouts are sacked out, right? Is that it? Well, you be sure and let me know when I'm getting warm, okay? Hey, did you guys kiss and make up or bump each other off, huh? What's that? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Kelly? Didn't think anyone else would be up this early.
What are you doing up?
Dad's holding court this morning. I thought I'd get up early and prepare myself in case I was one of the chosen few. Did you have to leave Nick's in a hurry, or have you changed your sleeping arrangements yet again?
You know, I thought I'd be alone down here, Mason, but if you're going to start in on me, I'd gladly go upstairs.
Problems, huh?
What do you think?
I think that juggling two brothers is probably pretty hard on your nerves.
Oh, just shut up.
Kelly, I care about you. I just don't want to see you ruin your life.
Mason, I can take care of myself. I am taking care of myself.
By losing sleeps, wondering which Hartley brother to drop?
That's it. I'm going upstairs.
No, don't bother. I'll go rustle myself up some breakfast. Kelly, get out of this one as quickly and as gently as you can. It's a losing proposition.
Hello?
Hello, Kelly.
Yeah, it's me. Where are you?
I'm in the boat by the oil rig. You know, I dragged myself out here to pick up the two boys.
Yeah, what happened?
They're not here.
What do you mean they're not there? Pearl, they have to be there.
I mean, they're not here.
Did you look out back or on the roof?
I have checked this place out like I'm looking for two little needles rather than two big lugs, and they are nowhere to be found on this rig. You understand me?
Well, maybe they signaled someone from shore to come pick them up, you think?
Yeah, maybe. The only thing is, they left their clothes and their shoes behind. Now, I ask myself, why would they strip down to hail a passing boat?
You don't think they swam back to shore, do you? Pearl, that is 12.5 miles. They'd never make it.
Kelly, what else is there to think?
Did the phone wake you? Who called?
Someone else picked it up.
How long have you been up?
A while.
You're still angry at me, aren't you? Oh, sweetheart, I don't blame you. I've never done anything like that before. I've been doing a lot of things I've never done before. Breaking into a locked drawer. Feeling feelings that I never felt before. Jealousy. Possessiveness. Can you forgive me?
Gina?
Who's there?
Gina, it's Mary. Cece would like to talk to you.
Now?
Yeah, he's waiting for you.
All right, I'll be there right away.
My father's up early to get his worm. This one's going to be eaten alive.
Mason, you know, I'm beginning to know the man that I've been taking care of all this time, and I don't think he's the terrible person you say he is.
He's everything I've said he is and worse.
No, don't say anymore.
And if it suits him, he'll
Because
use
I'm
you
not
the
going to
same way he's
listen.
used everybody else. It's already started, Mary. He's dispatched you this morning to do his dirty work.
Dirty work? What, telling Gina that he wants to talk to her?
You're leading her to her execution. I think you should offer her to grant her last request before she walks that long last mile. At least give her a cigarette. She doesn't smoke, but she might start now.
Mason, come on. She can hear you, probably.
Oh, no need to protect Gina. She's heard it all and done it all. Actually, she and my father made a great team.
Gina, are you about ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go right now.
Well, good luck, Gina.
Come in. Close the door, Gina.
Well, I hope I don't look too awful. Morning's not my best time, you know. I just didn't want to keep you waiting.
Gina, you're a good-looking woman any time of day. Of course, I first met you because I was solely interested in the fact that you were Brandon's mother, but then I was drawn to you by your warmth and your beauty.
I've always thought you were the most attractive and fascinating man I'd ever met. And I still do.
That's the way you treated me. And I was flattered. Felt young and alive and starting all over again with my son, of my beloved son, Channing, and a beautiful wife who's expecting our child.
Losing our baby was the greatest tragedy of my life. If you hadn't been so helpful and understanding, I don't think I could have made it through.
Well, perhaps I wasn't as understanding as I should have been.
It really wasn't your fault. I mean, there were people who hated me and who were jealous of me and Brandon.
Are you speaking of Eden?
No. No, I wasn't referring to Eden at all. Eden never liked me, though I tried. I really did try to be her friend. I was referring to Mason. Mason is the cause of all of our troubles. And I just want you to know that at that time that you caught us together, he forced me, he threatened me.
I don't want to talk about that, and I don't want to talk about Mason.
All right. I'm sorry I brought it up. We don't have to discuss it. I just want you to know that the people who have made terrible mistakes with you, myself and Eden, we've done so only out of desperation and love for you. We've made poor choices, but we weren't like the others who didn't care or worse, who hated you. I want to make sure that you see the difference.
Oh, I see the difference quite clear, Gina.
Is there a chance for us, Cece?
I have plans for you.
Are you going to tell me what they are?
Soon. Soon. But right now, I have some work to do.
Well, when? I mean, when will you?
Oh, sometime this morning. I will call the whole family together, and I will let everyone know at one time what my plans are for you.
I just want to make sure that it's not just the bad times you remember, but you remember the good times, too. If you could only see what's in my heart.
I remember many things, Gina. Why don't you go back to bed? You look very tired.
I don't think I could sleep. You've always meant so much to me.
I'll talk to you soon.
I love you, Eden. You're the best thing in my life. The best thing ever.
I love you, Cruz. You're the best thing in my life. The best thing ever.
I hear you crying. Because of what I said? I mean every word of it, Eden. You're the best thing ever.
Our chopper patrols will be doing grid searches all over the area.
Officer, like I said, I looked up and down that coastline. I didn't see any trace of them.
You were probably heading due west. You see the current swing south and then in.
But we don't even know how many hours they've been in the water. How long could they survive out there?
Well, that depends on a lot of factors, Miss Capwell, but if they're out there, we'll find them.
Officer, please call us. We'll be right here the minute you hear anything, okay? You got it?
Pearl,
Thank you. Yeah.
nobody in his right mind would try and swim 12.5 miles to shore.
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe they weren't in their right minds. Maybe they were crazy in love with you and ready to tear each other's heads off because of it, right?
That's why I did what I did, to put an end to all this.
Oh, you want to know how to put an end to it? By getting off that big fence you're perched on and making up your mind once and for all which ugly face you're gonna wake up to every morning, okay? That's how you put an end to it.
You think I like this, Pearl? You think I like the thought of Nick and Dylan hating each other because of me?
What goes down between those two brothers is none of your concern, okay? Now, you gotta clean up your own act before you stop messing around with theirs.
Yeah, well, it may be too late to do anything right now.
Look, I'm sorry. Life is rough, huh? I mean, whoever promised you a petunia patch was leading you down the garden path. Huh?
DC's actually sorry for the way he treated me during our marriage.
Sorry he didn't treat you worse, you mean?
At times, he was very good to me, Mason. I think you're just jealous.
No, Gina, I'm just bored. You've been talking about your success with Dad for hours now. It's beginning to wear thin. Even Mary's stifling a yawn, aren't you, Mary?
No, I'm not. I'm very happy for Gina.
I think CC's finally forgiven me.
Yeah, the way a priest gives absolution to a condemned woman.
I heard what you were saying outside my door this morning. All those things about what was going to happen to me? Well, you're wrong, Mason. You're dead wrong. Like you're wrong about everything. I think you were very smart to drop Mason when you did. He's going to be out on his ear real soon. Though I suppose you didn't know him when he was living out of his car and scrounging for quarters to play video games, did you?
No, I didn't.
Well, can't keep any skeletons in the closet with you around, can we, Gina? But in spite of your malice toward me, I'm going to give you a word of advice. Watch out for my father. I think he was just fattening you up for the kill.
Mason, why do you always see the worst in people?
And why do you always believe the opposite of what I believe?
Good morning, everyone. Mary, what time is it Cece wants to meet with the family this morning?
11:30, and he's going to come down here.
See you then.
I have to go get something in my room.
Oh, and I should go find Kelly. She doesn't know about this meeting.
From humble nurse to executive assistant, the meteoric rise of C.C. Capwell's newest protege.
Mason, what is the matter with you?
What the matter is with me, everyone is aware of. What's happening to you is much more interesting.
Oh, yeah? And what's that?
You've become my father's darling. You're privy to his innermost secrets.
Oh, Mason, that's ridiculous.
Just be careful, Mary. My father has a way of charming women, making them believe what he wants them to.
You know, you make it sound like he's going to brainwash me.
I just know he's going to try to turn you against me.
I'm not here to judge you, Mason.
Sure you are. And with a great man telling you how to think and feel...
You know, you have so little faith in people. Maybe I'll change his thinking instead of the other way around. You ever think of that?
Not a chance. My father's got a set of blinders on a foot thick. Mary, I want you to quit your job. For my sake as well as for your own. I'll help you find another one.
Mason, you are the one who's trying to tell me how to think.
Mary, don't you see how impossible this is for me? The two people in my life I have the strongest feelings for are getting closer to each other and shutting me out.
I think Cece's going to give me another chance. I think he's going to let me stay his wife, and that means I'll be able to keep Brandon.
What did he say?
Well, it's not so much what he said. It's just the way that he said it. I think he hates Sophia so much now that I pale by comparison. I don't know. I don't even care. I'm just so happy about it.
Well, you're certainly off the hook as far as being a suspect. I mean, he thinks Eden disconnected his life support.
That's great.
He thinks I protected her from being prosecuted. He was very grateful.
Of course he was. I think things are looking up for us.
Better than I ever dreamed. Things are better between Eden and I, too.
Really? You love her, don't you?
For the first time, I think she's finally starting to love me.
Well, looks like we're on our way.
I think she actually loves me.
Dylan? Dylan? Hey. We made it. Come on. You hear me? We made it. The whole damn 12 and a half miles, Dylan. Dylan? Hey! Miss... beer. I know you're okay. You son of a gun.
I'm gonna let you swim all that way and let you win.
I know that's what kept me going the last few miles, too.
What kept you going the last few miles was me pulling you.
Hey, pal. Who was pulling who? When your leg cramped up,
I was just gonna float for a little while. You're the one that took it upon yourself to rescue.
Yeah, but it was the third time you went down.
Well, at least I didn't blow bubbles the way you did.
Oh, you're not gonna give an inch on this one, are you?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna give you 12 and a half miles. Man, you were terrific out there.
Look who's talking.
An idiot.
Oh.
I guess we're both a couple of idiots.
First class.
We risk our lives for a woman, and what did we prove?
That we're not giving up on each other. Even if one of us gives up on Kelly.
I'm cold. How long have we been here?
I don't know. When I started making that last big push and I blacked out. Oh, I think we better get to a phone. Let Kelly know we're all right. You have any spare change?
Yeah, give me my wallet. Let's use the phone, it buzzes.
Oh.
This is what real pain is.
Can I give you a hand?
No. Let's go.
All right. Let's race.
Funny. Very funny.
Well, at least it'll prove we're the better manners.
After that swim, I think we know who he is.
Yeah, you're right. We do.
Yeah, I am, for once.
Yeah, I'm okay. But I really can't talk right now, so I'll explain later. All right, thanks. Bye.
It's not over until it's over, right? Okay, why don't you sit yourself down? Come on. I'll scramble you up some eggs.
Oh, girl, I'm not hungry. I'm not.
Anybody got change for a seashell?
Well, would you look at what the tide brought in, eh?
God, do you have any idea how scared I was?
Oh, it's warm.
And your lips are blue. You must be freezing. Look at you.
Yeah, I'll get you some wraps, warm you jokers up, okay? Coffee's on the house. Just this once.
We have to get you both examined by a doctor.
Thanks.
A doctor? A head doctor.
Coffee. Coffee. Well, anytime you're ready, fellas. You know, to tell us what happened. How you just happened to fall into the Pacific Ocean 12 miles out one evening without your clothes on.
Well, we didn't fall in, Pearl. I just didn't feature getting stuck out there in that rig all night with, him.
Well, he jumped in and decided to swim in. I thought I'd keep him company.
Makes perfect sense. And a psycho would.
You both could have drowned. You understand that?
Well, we did now, did we?
You were the one who wanted us stuck out there. I'm glad you did.
It did what you wanted it to do, Kelly. It made us, brothers again.
Oh.
Well, you could have done that without trying to kill yourselves, couldn't you have?
Well, it was either that or kill each other. Those 12 miles of water, they cleaned everything up between us, washed us clean, you know?
Oh, I get it. So you're a team now, is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of things are out in the open now.
I know exactly what I'm up against now.
And no more guilt?
Right. We have a complete understanding.
What are you talking about?
You?
I think it's back to the oil rig for both of you. And this time with straitjackets, huh?
Kelly, wait, where are you going?
A family meeting I had. You're okay? So I think I can go now.
Well, we're not scaring you off now, are we?
No, I really just have to leave.
Looks like the chick has flown the coop, huh, guys? More coffee for the Bozo brothers?
Eden?
scared me. Hi.
Mary says the meeting's gonna start in a few minutes.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
Were those cruises things you were just looking at?
What?
I've noticed them in the closet before. I meant to ask you about them.
Yeah. A few months ago, I brought the trophy to be engraved and the picture to be reframed. I forgot about it, that's all. You coming down with me?
You go ahead. I'll be right there. Eden, could you see your way clear to giving that stuff back to him or throwing it out or something?
All right.
You see, I just need to believe that my wife isn't still keeping mementos from her old boyfriend.
It was an oversight. I'll get rid of them.
When?
As soon as I can.
Were they the jewels that you were keeping locked away in that drawer of yours?
Not after all the wonderful things you said to me this morning. See you downstairs.
Where is everybody?
By everybody, I assume you mean my father.
I mean, Ted, Kelly?
Well, Kelly said she didn't think she was going to be able to make it.
Why not?
I don't know. She didn't say. Still a few minutes left, though.
Oh, hello, Eden. Where's your worse half? I thought you and Kirk were joined at the hip these days.
Maybe I should go up and see if Daddy's okay?
Oh, Eden, he said he wanted a few minutes to himself before he came down.
Well, if he misses the meeting, I'm sure that you can stand in for him.
Oh, Mason, real funny. Must be Santana. Cece wanted her included.
Is there anyone who hasn't been included?
The paper boy? Hello, Santana.
Hello. Do you know what this is all about?
Why don't you ask Mary? She seems to be Dad's current confidant and spokeswoman.
I have no idea.
You must know something. You're with him all the time.
He doesn't tell me everything. Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello, Mama.
Mi amor. Cece's not here yet?
Dad. Dad didn't come down with you, huh?
Is that down here?
Mm-mm.
Well, I guess he's still up in his room. So, tell me, what's this all about?
I don't know. Ask Mary. She knows all.
Leave her alone, Mason.
Why? I think we have a right to know. After all, we're the great man's kith and kinder. She knows more than we do.
I don't, Mason.
Well, I see you've got everyone riled up already.
Yeah, what else is new?
Wait a minute. If you're all going to gang up on me, I'll just take my marbles and go home.
You lost your marbles a long time ago, Mason.
Of course, I'm already home, aren't I?
But I don't think this is going to be your home for much longer. Not after what you said about your father, right in front of him. When he thought Cece was unconscious, you should have heard the things he said.
Yes, let's talk about that, shall we, Gina? The great scam implemented by you and no doubt devised by my father, luring people into his room and getting them to say incriminating things.
I did nothing of the kind.
Oh, please. What did my father promise you in exchange for your dirty work?
Your head on a silver platter, Mason.
Pity you didn't live in the 1600s, Gina. They burned witches then.
And what did they do to ungrateful sons, Mason?
They welcomed them home with open arms and fatted calves.
I see. Well, they don't do that anymore either. I heard you all accusing Gina of something that was going on. Well, I must tell you that I was the one that asked Gina to bring you all up to my room in order to get you to talk. I wanted you to talk so I could find out how you felt. And I found out how you felt.
People often exaggerate their feelings, especially when they're encouraged to.
Well, then I might take that into consideration, Mason.
I'm sorry I'm late.
That's all right, kid. Just about ready to start. Where's Kirk? Want everybody here before we start.
Well, they should be down by now. I'll go get him.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Something you should have done the day we were married.
I told you I'd get rid of them.
Somehow when it comes down to cruise, I just don't know whether or not to believe you.
Well, I'm sorry you felt that way. Instead of trashing them, would you at least give me the common courtesy to give them back to him? Would that satisfy you?
It's better than them sitting around in our bedroom.
Don't worry, it'll be done. Now, would you please come downstairs? My father's asking for you.
Rosa, would you believe that the first thing I thought about while I was upstairs getting well was your chili rellenos? I consider them the best in the world.
I'll have to make some for you very soon, Cece.
Ah, Kirk, there you are. Glad you can make it.
My pleasure, sir. Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Well, you are here now, and that's all that matters. I would like to address my first remarks to my new son-in-law, Kirk. I have been reviewing your work at Capwell Enterprises in the relatively short time that you've been there. And I'm delighted to say they are excellent. In fact, some of your strategies have been nothing short of brilliant. And I'm talking about the McLean Petroleum takeover. I would have been proud to come up with that one myself.
I'm flattered, Cece, but without Eden's input on that...
That's all right. I was getting to that. I wouldn't slight my extraordinarily talented and gifted daughter. I'm very proud of you, honey. As proud of you as I am of him.
Thank you. I did make one big mistake.
I know. You sold a large block of stock, and the next day that it doubled.
Yes, brilliant move.
She did it because before I was sick, I asked her to. You didn't have to obey my instructions, you know. The market did change. But I know you followed through out of loyalty. And loyalty is not such a bad failing, is it, Mason? And after all, she did recoup our losses with that big decision to refinance the East Coast hotel chain.
Well, that was Kirk's suggestion, actually.
Eden supervised the entire operation.
There is my point. You make a perfect team. In and out of business. I'm glad you're part of the family, Kirk.
Well, I'm happy to be a part of it, Mr. Cece.
Yes. And to show you just how happy, any day now he's going to be changing his name to Capwell.
Your turn will come, Mason. Be patient.
Excuse me, I have to say something here. For one thing, I'd have done a hell of a lot better job of running Capwell Enterprises than the honeymooners here, because there's nobody else on the planet except yourself that knows the company better than I. And I'd also like to point out that while Eden and Kirk were busily redoing the drapes and the carpets in our domestic chain, they blithely ignored our international interests. They completely missed the opportunity to buy the de Moncey chain in France when it came up for sale.
That chain has been plagued with problems.
Kirk, you don't have to defend yourself.
No, well, I have 3 or 4 other prime examples of their incompetence.
You will both continue in your present capacities. Except from now on, you'll report to me and not to the board.
Thank you,
I'm
Cece.
proud of both of you.
Thank you, Daddy.
And now, from the sublime to the ridiculous, Gina, you are next on the agenda.
Hey, kid. Hey, you. Wake up. You're defacing a landmark.
What?
A landmark. That is 50 years to life right there.
I'm sorry, Pearl. I just thought with all the other ones here that it's okay.
This has historic value. What is that? A K? What's that stand for? Katie? Kimberly? Kathy?
Yeah, they were all wonderful women.
Here, take a look at this name. Oh, and this one. Yeah, and this one right here. They all came into my life, gave me a few moments of joy and happiness, and a lot of grief. And then they went on their merry way, taking a piece of me with them. Now, you listen to Uncle Pearl. Now, no pretty face is worth your peace of mind. You understand that? You're a man. You got to keep your serenity, okay?
How do you protect yours, Pearl?
Well, safety in numbers. You know, I just keep them coming. I keep them going. High volume business.
I tried that. It didn't work.
You tried it. You give up too easy. This is an acquired skill. It takes a lifetime of practice.
Let me ride out to the rig, Pearl.
Did you hear a word I said to you?
Yeah, I heard.
Dreamland. Don't touch.
I wish to extend my profound apologies to all of you for inflicting Gina upon this family. My only excuse is that I was very vulnerable. I had been alone for a long time. My children were grown, and I wanted to be with my grandson, my Brandon.
And you wanted me. Don't ever forget that you wanted me.
disease. And you infected me for a while. Oh, I recovered quickly enough. But by that time, you were my wife. And for Brandon's sake, I did my best to keep it together.
Keep it together? As soon as Sophia came after you, you deserted...
Be quiet! I have heard everything I want to hear from you. After Stockman died, you decided to worm your way into this family. You wanted money and status and used me and my children to get it. Only Eden saw through you, and to my everlasting sorrow, I ignored her instincts and wound up married to a woman who turned out to be a liar, a junkie, and a whore. You are a blood-sucking parasite who made life hell for me and everyone here. And if you could, you would take everything we have and ask for more.
The money and your name, it was just a substitute. All I ever wanted was your love.
Love? There's no love there, Gina. You're empty. Oh, you can feign love and generosity and compassion, but you have no real comprehension of what that is. Now I will tell you what my plans are for you. You will leave this house immediately. You will take nothing with you other than what you came with, in order to be fair to the rest of the family. And Eden, I would appreciate it very much if you would oversee the departure of Gina.
You cannot do this to me, because I'm not going to let you. What are you? You think you're God? Well, you're not. You're not even a man. You're just some kind of money-making machine. And with that money, you buy power. And with that power, you go around destroying people that get in your way. Like me. I don't know what you're all looking at. Do you think you're safe? Do you think it's not going to happen to you? The same thing that happened to me? Well, it already has. Look at what he's done to you, Santana. He took away your baby. And he's turned Mason into a cold, conniving monster. He's turned all the rest of the children into monsters, too. Eden is selfish and spoiled. She can't give her love to any man because she's too busy loving her daddy. And Kelly. Kelly, you get more like your mother every day. You're not happy unless you're playing one man against another, are you? And then there's always the runt of the family. Ted. But I don't know what you're going to do with him. Because he hasn't got Eden's determination, or Kelly's ego, or Mason's meanness.
You're despicable.
I'm only despicable because you made me that way. But I'll tell you something else you made me. You've made me rich. Half of everything you own is mine, and I'm going to fight you for it.
My lawyers will handle that. They'll wear you down until you'll beg for a bone, and I want you out of this house tonight!
What about Brandon?
He goes with you.
Why, Cece? You know that she's an unfit mother. If you don't want to look after him, give him to me. I'm his mother.
Santana, you understand. Brandon is not my blood. I know that, but I will not abandon him.
Cece, those are just words. You know that if you give him to Gina, that's worse for him, that's throwing his life away. You told me not to worry, that you were going to look after him.
I will. I'll look after everything. He'll get the best schools, everything.
Except his real mother.
Santana, listen to me. The only reason I'm letting him go with her is because she's the only mother he knows. He believes that Gina's his real mother. If we take him away from her, he'll be devastated. Don't you understand that?
How can she be good for him? You just said that she wasn't any good.
She's not. She's attached to him.
She's attached to the things that come with Brandon.
No, she's not. I will handle the funds. She has no control over that. I will take care of him.
You are not going to bully me, Cece. Brandon is going to get what's coming to him. He was raised Capwell. He's been manipulated by the Capwells, and you're not going to cheat him out of it, and you're not going to dole out charity as you see fit. And I'm going to get what's coming to me as your lawful wife.
Yes, Gina, you're right. You will get what's coming to you. The meeting is over. I'm going up to my room to rest.
Mason.
Well, it's not pleasant to see anyone get wiped out, Gina. But you've been downright evil when all you really needed to be was a little less than good.
Don't you talk to me about evil. You should have been kicked out of this house along with me.
Yeah. I don't know why he's keeping me around. Maybe as continuous cannon fodder. You may be the lucky one after all, Gina.
I'll be lucky again. I know how to make my own luck. Cece can't do this to me. He's not going to get away with it. Cece is not going to win this time.
I love you. And only you. And I will for the rest of my life.
And I love you too, Mrs. Hartley. This is Nick Hartley.
I guess it's what Gina's taking with her.
This is our grandmother's necklace.
What is she doing taking this?
She's stealing it. That's what she's doing. I can't believe... She's taking the artwork right off the walls. She is not leaving with this. I'm going to make that very clear to her right now.
I hate the whole Capwell family. I wish I had killed Cece.
It wasn't for lack of trying.
Well, he deserved to die.
At least he thought it was Eden that disconnected his life support system. If he'd seen you, things would be a lot worse off for you right now.
You're feeling pretty good, aren't you, Kurt? I mean, a few pats on the back from CC, a couple of compliments, and you think you've got it made. Well, let me give you some news. You're wrong. Because now Eden doesn't need you anymore. Not now that Big Daddy's back. She's not going to come to you with all her worries and her problems. She's going to go to him.
Why don't you concentrate on your own problems right now, Gina? Like where you and Brandon are going to sleep tonight.
Well, Brandon's spending the night with a friend. I don't really care where I sleep.
Okay. So what about the big picture? What are you going to do?
I'm going to get back at Cece.
Oh, come on, Gina.
You don't understand. I am not going to be shoved out of this house. He can't push me around. He's going to be sorry. Why don't you help me? If you thought you had a rival in Cruz, well, just wait till you come up against Cece. Think about it. I'm going to go ahead and pack. The sooner I'm out of here, the better I'll be.
There is no sense in getting all worked up, Eden. We're not going to let her out of the house with any of this stuff. Hello?
Kelly?
Nick.
Are you all right?
I've been better. How about you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I just wanted to apologize for this morning, making you worry about me.
I don't apologize. I just thought maybe you were a little upset to have done something like that.
Kelly, the bottom line is I love you. I don't want to bring any trouble into your life. I just want to make you happy. You mind if I stop by a little later?
No, I don't. I'll be here. Bye.
Oh, don't tell me Gina spoils, I'll bet.
I wouldn't bet on it if I were you. It's going right back where it came from.
Not even trying to take it out the back door, is she? Girl's got chutzpah.
She's a thief.
Hello.
This is Dylan. I'm calling to say that I'm a jerk.
Wait, is this Kelly?
Yes, this is me.
Good. Well, I just wanted to, you had us out there on the rig for a reason, and what do? We were to pay you by scaring you to death. I just want to make it up to you. You want me to swim back out there?
Don't you dare.
I am sorry, and I promise never to let something like that happen again.
Well, thanks. Thanks for calling. Okay? Bye.
What are you doing? Doing exactly what my father told me to do. Make sure you don't rob the place on your way out.
Everything that is here is mine.
No, it is not. You've practically looted the place.
Your father has given me things that you don't even know about.
My father said you take nothing that you don't come with.
What about my trousseau? What about the things he told me I could buy? What is that? Give that to me.
Gina!
That's mine.
No.
Give it to me.
Ladies,
It's mine. Let me have it.
Gina! I gave you a chance to leave with dignity. Eden decides what you take. And if you give us any more trouble, I will have the police escort you out.
All right. You want everything I own, is that it? Well, you can have it. You can have everything. You can have it all. But what are you waiting for, girls? Those are your father's precious pearls on the floor. Don't you think you should drop down on your hands and knees and crawl around and see if you can pick them up? You can have this. You can have that, because I don't want any of it. I don't want anything that reminds me of this house.
Gina, didn't you buy that dress in Paris when Dad was still in his coma?
Well, I guess you're right. I guess I can't wear this. I can't wear anything I've gotten with dirty capital money. Well, that's fine, because you can have this. And you can have this. And this. And this. Now you have everything. Everything except for me and my son. And you're going to wish that you had given me what I wanted in the first place. Because it's going to be a lot less than what I'm going to take from you now. I'm going to take everything any of you has ever loved. You hear me, Cece?